Hello and welcome back to Sucker for Love. First date. We've got one more chapter to go. The third chapter. The Cat-astrophe. There's apparently only 2 true endings for this one, so it might be a bit quicker than chapter 2, but we'll see. Let's start. Chapter 3. Ln'eta's Cat-astrophe.
Fear of the unknown is the single strongest fear of mankind. Terrors from beyond the borders of knowledge. And yet, the truest horror has been in mankind's cradle since the beginning, and walks the earth amongst us now.
Cats.
For true evil exists not in the devil unseen, but the devil seen and unrecognized. When you meet her, you realize that tucking away the rest of the horrors to the unseen corners of the stars is a blessing. A shade of 1,000 manifestations, each more horrific than the last. She serves only one, whose chaotic and phantasmagorical wishes she obeys with extreme prejudice. But enough about me. Let's talk about you.
Hi there.
Well. You're the one that Ln'eta calls darling and that Esther calls dearest, aren't you?
Why are we a dog? This dread. It's like when I first met Ln'eta, but this time it's sustained, like a state of constantly being breathless. The very air has become unfamiliar and alien to me, saturated with infinite malevolence. It is impossible to breathe. The veil has been pierced, and the outer cosmos has revealed its limitless cruelty in the form of this avatar of insidious implication. Its very presence assails my mind, turning it against itself and all that is decent. There, at the terminal precipice, I learned that terror not only haunts, it speaks.
Speak up. I'm an older god, so I'm a little hard of hearing. Are you or are you not the human that has been dating my nieces?
Normally, I'd have an ounce of defiance in me, and I'd demand that she introduces herself first. But now, I feel this in my very bones. I'm being talked down to by something far beyond me. I am.
Good. Would you like a cup of hot tea? A cold glass of water?
You're offering me something to drink?
You've been through a lot. I just wanted to ensure you're at ease for now.
No, I just meant it's odd for you to be a guest in my room and offer me something.
Are you certain this is your room?
The very floor beneath my feet feels mercurial and unreliable, shifting nightmarishly in non-Euclidean vertigo. Who are you?
Who am I? I am the obscure, the unutterable. I am the clawing chaos. When mankind pushes out into the unknown, I am the unknown that pushes back. But just like my troublesome nieces, you can just call me Auntie Nyan Nyan.
Unlike with Ln'eta or Esther, I can't overcome the unnerving presence overwhelming my senses. I feel violently sick.
Never been visited by someone so high up in rank as me, have you? Silly question. There's only one that outranks me, and if you had met her, neither of us would still exist.
Ominous vistas of terror open from every corner of my mind. I want to run, shrieking and veiling, and alas, I've nowhere to go.
My, you're still holding on, eh? I expected you to last long enough to chat, but it seems you're nearing your limit. Let me offer you some words of assurance. I'm the last outer god you'll ever have to see.
What do you mean?
I mean that things are about to return to abnormal. Eldritch horrors will return to being obscure boogeymen that stalk unbeknownst to their prey. The veil shall be lowered again until the gate opens and mankind is eradicated. In other words, you'll never see me or my family ever again.
But why? Why do you want to split us up?
Did you know that even amongst gods there are things that are strictly taboo? You see, whenever mankind starts exploring too far, too quickly, you accelerate the end of all things. So we appear to slow things back down. We scare you back to the safety of the familiar. We whisper evils and destructive mantras to the most dangerous of your kind to ensure progress slows. Because the longer you stay afraid, the longer you live. To put it simply, once mankind isn't afraid of us anymore, everything will come to an end. Humans are doomed to explore, and once mankind makes the last discovery, once mankind reaches the edge of the map, you'll fall off. So if there's one thing that is certain amidst this infinite cosmos,
Sounds like a flat earther.
it's that for all of time, our relationship is shepherd and livestock, as we set the pace to the slaughterhouse. In that context, outer gods and humans being romantically involved is beyond taboo. It's upsetting the natural order and is a conflict of interest, to say the least. Now, all of this I can forgive because my troublesome nieces led you astray. I know you didn't mean to participate in such a grave taboo, right?
I guess I didn't know.
Good. Then we can work together to ensure it'll never happen again. You're familiar with these books, yes? I had one made for just this occasion. Do what needs to be done. Perform the banish moo ritual.
What will it do?
Mu is the bookmaker, so it will prevent eldritch gods and humans from dating ever again. No more books can be made, and the entity responsible for bridging the gap between our realms will be destroyed. Our relationship will return to strictly business, in a manner of speaking.
I don't want...
Do not force me to remind you the grave seriousness of the situation. I promise you've never seen anything like what I can do. Well, what are you waiting for? Perform the ritual.
I had a question first.
What is it?
How come you're so tall? The other gods I've met didn't have so much trouble standing in my bedroom.
I'm not always this tall. Sometimes I'm shorter, sometimes I'm taller. I have over 1,000 forms.
And this one is a 2-story tall cat girl in high heels?
37 of my forms are.
If 37 of your forms are, why do you need them to be separate? Well, what exactly are you?
Well, when it comes to the unknown, trying to explain something is a good way to ensure you'll never understand it.
Not trying to explain something also is. Huh?
Let me make an example. How about love? Why don't you try to explain love to me?
Well, I guess it's like chemicals in my brain that tell me to instinctively pass on my genes?
Is that what it felt like to date my nieces? To smooch them? Some mere chemicals in your skull?
Hell no.
Do you see now? The more you try to explain love on a technical level, the further you get from what it actually feels like. And the more you try to understand what I am, the less you'll know.
Hey,
You ask far too many questions. Sometimes things are best left unexplained. Heed this advice. Sometimes the unknown is best kept at arm's length.
What do you mean?
Do you know where time came from? How it started, or why it only moves forward?
Not the faintest clue.
But you probably wouldn't have any trouble telling me what time it is, right? Even if you don't know what time actually is or where it came from.
I don't think I've seen a clock so far in this game, so I might actually have trouble telling you that.
That's what I mean. Arms linked. Me and my family.
No, okay. Nice and blue outside. Alright, let's have a look at that book. There are quite a bunch of pages. So it doesn't just end after banishing Moo. I'm so sorry. She forced me to make this book. She said she'd spare me if I let you banish me instead. To destroy... She'd spare you if you let me destroy you. Okay. To destroy me, draw this symbol and chant this. Goodbye. I hope that love will be your black fire in total darkness. I get it, Moo. I get it.
So you are as wise as you are lecherous. That is good. I expected you to be an insolent, uncompromising philanderer. You can imagine my disappointment to have found you actually quite agreeable. Then all is settled. The bridge between our realms is severed. For good.
Can I just go home now?
This may look like your room, but I promise that you've traveled a long way from home.
That doesn't answer my question.
Far enough so that you will find it quite impossible to return.
Wait, hold on. I did the spell. I'm no danger to you anymore.
I know that very well. You've just seen the precipice of the abyss and flinched. There's nothing left of you to be concerned with. However, that banishment ritual made it so neither you nor I can travel to the realm of man ever again. Just a precaution. Call me thorough. You will stay here, where I can keep my eye on you, where any romantic escapades of yours will not endanger us all.
Well, considering you have now banished me from the realm of men, any further romantic escapade should have no negative impact on anything that's going on, because I'm no longer connected to that plane. But I...
Rarely do I bother myself with the affairs of humans, but it was a smooch, wasn't it? The treasure for which you traded your life how many times? Curious. Then allow me. Is this sufficient? That's all you need to smooch me, right? 3 hearts and a big glowing button. I am well versed in human courtship, but am curious as to what made my nieces bicker over you so incessantly. Now that you don't pose a threat. Now then, come to me, human. If you don't mind smooching an old cat like me.
What is that, actually? Oh, the menu, right. But what if I don't want to? Why, it doesn't seem to give me a choice. Together forever. Yeah, that seems like quite the horror. Alright. What is the other choice? You just not cast a ritual? I suppose? What are these things? Do I need to wear them? Are there further hints? Is there anything in my bathroom? No? Everything's just normal. Okay. What about outside? Ooh. Looks very pretty out here. And I can see it is not really my room now. Oh, in total darkness. Damn it. I bet the light was on. Yep. Okay. That was the problem. Okay. Yeah. well, it didn't say I necessarily need to wear anything, but also doesn't say there's any harm to it. Ah, okay. Banish Nyanla to Tep. You didn't think I was going to turn my back on you, did you? We can beat her together. There's still hope for love. Draw this symbol instead. Wearing your ritual amulet, chant this. Okay. Will do. Okay, and there's more rituals.
Looking for this, dog? You may be capable of pulling a fast one on my nieces, but nothing escapes my gaze. I think you'll find it quite impossible to cast that counter-evil without this amulet.
I was wearing it.
Now, my stray sheep, it's time I shepherd you back in line. But first...
Form the correct counter-evil. Correct counter-evil. Counter-evil porosity. Icarus swarm. Tenebrosity. Flesh becomes porous. My flesh became porous, then if holes appear in your hand, you've been cursed by porosity. The holes will multiply until you are no more. Wear the mask and stand in front of a mirror. I'm in front of a mirror. Organ tissue failing nearby. Flesh decaying while falling.
Do you believe your mind is still on your side? Do you still trust it? We'll see who it sides with soon. What's that outside your window?
Don't mind me. Sudden plague of insects appearing means it's likely she's attacking with an Icarus swarm. Immediately light red fire candles to distract them temporarily. Grab your ritual knife. A single bite will cause paralysis and painful agonizing death shortly after. The ritual knife is not for self-defense. Ah. We experienced technical difficulties. Something terrible has happened. Ah, yes. What? Give me the ritual knife. Just in case.
There is no escape.
I can't read anymore. What the hell is going on here? Shadows stretching nearby. Okay, nothing's outside now. What if I... Oops. If I cast change black? What if I chanted? Okay, yes. Shadows. Shadows. Okay, the lighting doesn't turn on. Must complete this ritual before the darkness takes dominion. This symbol. Which was it?
Don't lose your concentration now. Now the end.
Do I have time to cast that 3 times? One more. Light is snuffed. Hope fades. Not yet. We still have hope.
Was that too easy for you? We've only begun to lift the veil. Let's see how you handle the next one, dog.
Okay. I need to turn this back. Wait. Off. Okay. Suffering is born. Which others are there? Forced humors. There's so many. See anything yet? Ah. You know what? I'll just wait. Shut the door. I have everything on me. I think so, yes. Check that your doors are still closed. If they are ajar, close them. You have only moments to do so. If he enters your home, he won't leave without taking something with him. However, if you wear a mask and have a life form on your person, he may spare you and leave with only the life form. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Something terrible has happened. I closed the door. Sounds of scratching glass nearby. Check your reflection. If you see something strange, run away from the mirror immediately. Do not make eye contact or touch the mirror in any way. Retreat in your bedroom and turn off all of the lights. Reflections can't exist where there is no lights. If it gets in the room, there is nothing you can do. Everything's closed. Yep, that definitely looks strange. Yes. Turn off all the lights. Ah, shit. Can't turn off that light.
I expected those to be a challenge. These next horrors won't be so easy to dispel. Your voice won't be heard again.
Okay, that should mean I'm silenced. Grab the ritual knife and go to the bathroom with a mirror. Use the mirror to cut out foreign objects in your mouth. Wait, maybe... Yeah, I think I've done so.
Scream, cry, beg.
Do not try to scream. I have done that. Is there anything else it could be? No, this is not it. Nothing outside the window. Writing on the wall. Ensure that there's no writing on your body. Check your mirror often. Wash any writing off your face. Not touch your chalkboard. The hell is my chalkboard? Okay. Ah. Is it that they would be reappearing?
I've walked the earth while man was still rocking in its cradle. I know not only what scares you, but what
mouse is
terrified
gone.
every single one of your ancestors.
Oops. Ah, fuck's sake. Wait. Where the fuck is my mouse? I can't see anymore. Is that a bug, or is it supposed to happen? Because it's actually awful if it's supposed to happen. Fucking sucks. Okay. Give me a second.